Hello action figure fans, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review video for you. This video goes up on a Monday, so this is Movie Monster Monday. I am reviewing the Jada Toys Universal Monster Frankenstein action figure. It's a 6-inch scale action figure. It was released in 2021. I bought this in 2023. It comes in a very nice window package. Here in the window we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with. Here's the top. This could go on a peg, but I don't think this ever went on a peg. Nice window up here. Here's one side, picture of Frankenstein, the window wraps around. Here's the other side, nice picture of the action figure. And the bottom is some manufacturing information. And in the back is a nice cross-cell showing some of the other action figures in this wave, plus some more general information. So I will open this up and review it in just a moment. Here is the Frankenstein action figure and the accessories that come with this action figure. We get a pair of more splayed out hands. So the fingers are spread out more, so these look pretty nice. They also have hinges at the wrist there, so that will work. The hinges are working nicely on these. And an extra head. This one looks a little more angry than the head that's on the action figure itself, where he's maybe sleeping or half asleep. And here we have a couple of chains with cuffs on them. The chain is made of a real metal. Here the plastic cuffs at the end have hinges. So these will fit on the wrist of the figure. So this looks pretty nice. So this one is shorter. So that one is working. So we'll take this off, and we do have a longer chain. And this is also made of real metal, and it also fits over the wrist. So with this longer chain, I think we can use that one with his arms spread out even more. So that looks pretty nice. Now these only fit on the wrist, they don't go on the ankles. So nice set of accessories with this action figure. Now let's see how tall this action figure is. Looks like a little more than 6 3/4 inches tall, getting pretty close to 7 inches tall. So it's a nicely sized action figure for the 6-inch scale. Frankenstein is a little taller than most people. So we have more of a sleeping face, or looks like he's asleep. The eyes are a little bit more closed than on the other face. Lots of painted details there. We have a coat here. This is a very, very stiff plastic. So right out of the package it was pretty stiff, but I've had it in the package for more than a year and it's a little cold, so that's part of why it's so stiff. But it looks nice. We have a shirt under there. Here are the sleeves and the pants. It looks like they kind of match the appearance of this jacket. A couple of hands there where the fingers are closer together. And here are the pants going down to the boots. peg holes in the heels there. So kind of a plain looking character, but that's what Frankenstein is. So let's take a look at the articulation. You can look up that much, look down a little bit, turn side to side. Very good head tilting. And at the shoulders, there's no butterfly joints, but we can go out this far. Now there's a lot of creaking plastic sound. This is about as far up as I've been able to get the arms. And they go around. A lot of creaking. It might actually go all the way around, but I haven't pushed it that far yet. I'm a little worried to do that, considering how much creaking there is, but it seems like the shoulders are a little bit limited. We have bicep cut, so that's working. And this side is working. We have double jointed elbows. Those are pretty nice. So if he has an itch, he can probably scratch his nose there. Yep. So the joints are working pretty nicely, well, except for the shoulder joints so far. And at the wrist, we can turn those. They do have hinges there, so that works. So that one's working. And there's a diaphragm cut here, but with a stiff jacket, it's a little hard to get very much movement there. Kind of hard to get him to crunch forward with this stiff plastic jacket, but it does go around a little bit. We turn at the diaphragm cut. There is no waist cut. There's nothing turning at the waist. At the hips, you can do the splits. I think it's being hindered by this stiff plastic jacket here. I think he could go further if it were not for the plastic jacket there. So not too bad there. He can kick forward very nicely and back just a little bit. You can kick forward very nicely and back just a little bit. There is an upper thigh cut, so that is working. And this one is working too, so very nice. They're double jointed knees, so that is working. That is working. So we can put him in a sitting pose if he wants to sit in a chair. Not too bad. There's a bit of ratcheting in the joints, but it's pretty soft at the knees. And there's no boot cut here. There's no ankle twist. We do have very nice ankle pivot. So very, very impressive ankle pivot there. And if we look, we have very big joints here at the ankles. However, these ankle joints are very, very, very stiff, and the only way I was able to get those to bend was to use a hair dryer to heat them up, because I felt like I was putting so much pressure on these. I was afraid something was going to break. So those ankle joints do not move up and down very easily at all. It is possible, but I would use a hair dryer to warm it up first, so you're not putting so much pressure on it, because It'd be a shame if those broke. So for the most part, the joints are working very nicely. The ankle hinges are very, very, very stiff. It's nice that they're stiff so it doesn't fall over, but too stiff to really bend. And also a problem with the shoulders. I'm not sure if they can really go any higher than that or not. But all the other joints seem to be working very, very well. Here is Frankenstein next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. And Frankenstein makes a great giant monster for 4-inch scale action figures. Here is Frankenstein next to a pair of 6-inch action figures. On the right is the Bone Collector from the Valiverse Action Force line. And on the left is the Fortnite Legendary Series Skull Trooper Purple Glow by Jazzwares. And it looks like Frankenstein scales better with these. However, Frankenstein might be just a little bit too small to accurately scale with these, but still, he is bigger than they are, and that looks pretty good. Here is Frankenstein next to a pair of 7-inch action figures. On the right is the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. On the left is the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Black Adam, based on the Black Adam movie action figure. And it looks like Frankenstein is too small to accurately scale with 7-inch scale action figures, unless he's just a really small monster. But looks okay, but Frankenstein really should be much bigger compared to 7-inch action figures. I like this Jada Toys Frankenstein action figure. It scales okay with other 6-inch action figures. Frankenstein should be just a little bit bigger, but still close enough. And I'm happy with all the joints, well, except for the ankle joints and the shoulder joints. Those seem to be a bit limited or too tight, but everything else is working very nicely. So I also like the inclusion of the chains. It's an interesting accessory, also made of real metal, so it's pretty nice. So thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this action figure, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time, action figure fans.